Good day, sir. So we are students from University Utara Malaysia UUM. My name is Leo Zenian and you can call me Leo. So first of all,
Hi.
we would like to thank sir for attending these Q&A sessions, even though you have a packed schedule. So for information, the purpose of this Q&A session is to know more about the leadership style, sir, for our assignment purpose. So hi, sir.
All right. Hi.
Could you please tell us more about yourself?
Sure. So hi everyone. My name is Yong Tek. So I'm actually a HR manager of Jinx Sembilan Berhad. I've been in the HR field for about 7 years now, and this is my third year holding this position in my current company lah. Yeah, that's about it.
Okay. So could you please tell us more about your education background?
Sure. So just like you, I'm also a graduate of University of Utara Malaysia. Previously, I was majoring in economics while minoring in finance. But I left quite a while. Back then I was a first class holder as well. Yep.
Okay, thank you, sir, for the answer. So the next question will be like, could you briefly describe your strengths and weaknesses?
Sure. So because my field is HR, why I went HR is because of my strength lah. Because actually I'm quite a compassionate and tolerating guy, who can actually adapt to the environment lah, to the people, to the environment around me. This is especially important lah. So that's why I go to HR field, because I think this is somewhat suited for me as well lah. If you ask me what's my weakness, I think two major key points would be impatient. Because sometimes I get a bit too impatient, and sometimes they say patience is a virtue lah. So that's not for me lah. Yeah, the second will be forgetful lah. I think from time to time, I'm a bit forgetful. So whenever I get a task or a job or anything, I'll try to accomplish my task as soon as possible. But even if I do forget, I always write down in my work journal lah. Yep. That's my strength and weakness.
Thank you for the detailed answer. So is it convenient for you to tell us about your job scope in the organizations?
Sure. So basically, being the HR manager, I cover from A to Z of my company. So I'm sure everyone knows HR does recruitment, but actually there's so much more than that. Besides recruitment, we are doing KPI management, talent management, attendance and leave is also under my department, as well as headcount and budget for each department. This is extremely important lah, to make sure that we're in check as well. And yeah, I could say roughly that's about it. If you want to go in detail, sure, but I think the surface will be roughly this lah. Yep.
Okay, cool. Okay, so now we'll move into the leadership style. So would you normally involve the employees in decision making, and why?
Of course, I'll definitely involve whoever that can join lah, definitely in the decision making. This is because I feel like one person is not enough. Sometimes the more people contributing, the more idea. This gets better because then we have a lot of variety, a lot of options choosing in, which should help to generate more solution, more possibility for us to decide like, oh, which one is the best outcome. Yeah, definitely will.
So in your opinion, do you think that the performance of the business or the personal condition of the employee is more important? Yeah, and why do you say so?
Okay, so standing from my perspective as a HR, I strongly believe that personal condition of an employee is super important, because you must understand that a company is dead, but a person is alive. So if an employee, which is a person, has a very good personal condition, the performance of employee will definitely become better. And when he has a better EQ, better emotional condition and concentration, this will be definitely better. Eventually, there's a saying that when the people is better, the business will grow, the performance will grow, because it is the people who's putting in the effort, and the company grows from that effort. Yeah. So definitely, to me, as a HR's perspective, is definitely the people. Yep.
Okay, cool. So the next question will be like, in your opinion, based on 4 types of actions: supporting, coaching, delegating, and directing, which of the action is more relating to you when it comes to motivating the team? Yeah, could you provide us some examples?
Yeah, so like to me, especially in the HR field, or even before in HR, when back in uni, I would prefer more of a motivating role, more of a motivation, because it is very important, especially the perspective of a person's personal like goes back to the stuff we are saying lah, the employee or the person's condition. Motivating really helps a lot. So what do I do? Sometimes I will invite them to go to workshops or webinar. This when I motivate to go, this actually encourage them to strengthen their communication skills. It strengthens their skills lah, their skill set or whatsoever that they're attending lah. Not only that, as for motivation, I also try to listen to their voice, what they want to, because sometimes they keep to themselves, but we want to listen, we want to know what they actually want, what do they need that actually is hindering them from doing something. So have a good sit with them, listen to their voice, understanding their inner self, then provide words of caring and encouragement. We need to be tolerable, tolerate each other, understanding what's happening. There's a saying that sympathy good, but to me, empathy goes a long way. Definitely to understand them and to motivate them. Yeah, definitely motivation.
Okay, thanks, Yongtek, for the insight. So yeah, the next question will be like, which of the following will have greater effect on your behavior, like the satisfaction of the employee or their motivation or their performance? Yeah, and then yeah, which and why?
Sorry, can you repeat that? My line is not very clear.
Yeah. So which of the following will have greater effect on your behavior? So for example, like is it their satisfaction level or their motivation level or like their performance? Yeah. Which one will you look into more on that?
Okay.
Or which part? Yeah.
So to me, from my perspective, I would definitely say their motivation. Since I've already talked about motivation just now, it's definitely to me, it's motivation will have a greater impact on my behavior. Because the more motivated they are, the better it is. Because then I feel like, oh, I can see. But if let's just take from another standpoint. Let's say the employee, my staff, my colleague, they lack motivation. Then when they lack motivation to get my attention, I think there's a chance that I feel like, oh, something is wrong, something is missing there. Then I will think, how can I help them? What way can I approach to make sure that there's motivation there that can help them? So definitely to me, I think motivation is something that will definitely affect me lah. Definitely motivation. Then I will try to think, how do I want to motivate them? How do I want to get to change them? How do I want to contribute to the key factors such as their attitude or their performance? How can I go about it? Yeah, definitely the motivation of the employee lah.
Okay, cool. So yeah, just as you mentioned that you take the motivation very seriously. So the next question would be like, how would you normally motivate the employees? So for example, like, do you give or rewards or do you do some coaching or attention? Yeah, how will you normally do?
Okay, so like all the previous questions that we asked lah. So how do I motivate? Because I said coaching definitely I would say coaching, one-to-one coaching. Actually, basically in HR, what we do is we always have a one-to-one coaching with our staff. Not every time, maybe once a month, but definitely we have to sit down with them, understand them. This is where we can actually coach them and improve their mindset, to improve their circumstances, what they're facing, and then try to help them get through the challenges they faces in life lah. Definitely to coach lah. Yeah.
Okay. So when it, as sir is a manager, so sometimes sir need to like mentor the employees lah. So when it comes to mentoring, do you focus more on the career development or the psychosocial health of the employee? Yeah, and why?
Okay, I think this is a very tough question. I think that both are extremely important. But if you ask me my role, I think I would focus more on psychosocial health of the employee. Definitely, because development, I think they will have it. I will coach them from that time. But I think if you ask me, I focus more on psychosocial health of the employee lah. Because I think this is extremely important as it can affect a lot of aspects of their life lah. When it done it correctly or done it poorly, it really affects them through their wealth, their health, their fulfillment of their job, their satisfaction, job satisfaction, their fulfillment level. Yeah, so I think to me, I think I'm not saying both are important, both is extremely important, but I think I will focus more on psychosocial health of the employee lah. Yep.
Okay, cool. All right. So yeah, so the next is like rate from 1 to 10. How many is your satisfaction level towards your current job?
All right, so 1 to 10, I will say a 9. Yeah, definitely a 9, a strong 9, because I'm quite passionate about my job. I really like my job. I like what I'm doing now. HR has been a passion for me. I can see how this job has actually helped me to develop myself, my personal development, my fulfillment. Yes, carry me to the level that I am right now. Yeah, definitely a solid 9 out of 10 lah. That always leave that one for improvement. Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right. So yeah, the next few questions. So we still have next few question left. Okay, so it's like how would normally your colleagues describe you?
Oh, my colleague, they will say I'm a very steady person. Responsible is one thing lah, because I think manager all needs to be responsible. I think a very steady person lah, because when my colleague, my friend, they all, after a day of work, tired, they want to chill me, go out. Sorry, they want to invite me to go out. Yeah, so I was like, oh sure. So I'm always the very on person, the very steady person who don't mind to go for it lah, unless there is something important that comes up at that time. If not, then no, I'll definitely be very steady and go for it lah. Other than that, very responsible person. Yeah, thank you so much.
Okay, cool. Okay, so yeah, so for the next one is like, do you prefer to keep on doing the things that you are familiar, or do you prefer to try out new things?
If you ask me, I would definitely prefer to try out new things, definitely new things. Because if you keep doing the standard one, is very tedious, very normal, very routine. So if you ask me, I would definitely want to go for something new, because new stuff brings me challenge. It gives my life more interesting, more exploring, to make me feel excited, more fulfilled. But at the end of the day, it's something new so I really want to challenge. I want to try something new Of course, familiar is nice. Familiar is nice, but to me, I definitely would prefer to try something new. Yeah.
Okay. All right, got it. So, okay, so in your opinion, do you think that you are an introvert or an extrovert? And why do you say so?
Oh,
yeah.
Okay, so I think hands down, I would say I'm an extrovert, definitely an extrovert, because I'm very talkative. I can engage with everyone. I like to hang out with my friends, chit chat with them. In fact, to new people as well, I can just hang out with them and then talk to them. And then when there's this positive vibes that goes around, it helps to recharge my energy. Nice to get to talk to them, and especially new people as well. So when I can engage them, I talk to them. It's very nice that I can talk to them, and it helps me to understand more people, more environment, more new stuff. Yeah, definitely an extrovert.
Okay, cool. So yeah, we still have three questions left. So I hope sir can bear with us for a little while more. Yeah. So
Sure,
for
no
the
problem.
next question will be like, what are your personal values?
Okay, so my personal value, I think I strongly emphasize on two value. The first one is definitely responsibility. Yeah, I mean, you have to be responsible no matter what you're doing, no matter what field you're in. It's very important to be responsibility lah. The second one is definitely teamwork. Yeah, so there's a saying teamwork makes the dream work. So I think both responsibility and teamwork is very important. If you don't have all these, right, it is not impossible, but it's extremely hard for you to achieve goals that you want to do. And because that is no responsibility, then there's no teamwork, then hancho lah. If there's no people who's willing to cooperate with you, it's very hard to do it lah. Yeah, so I think these two is very strong. I strongly emphasize these two key points, these two personal values. Yeah.
All right, thanks for the clarification. So, okay, so next is like, in your opinion, do you think that long-term success or short-term success, which is more important, and why? Yeah, why do you say so?
Okay, so for me, I think both is extremely important. But if you ask me, I would say short term. Short term, I'm not saying as in like a short term, like a very fast success, then you forget about. No, I'm saying that short term success is extremely good because it helps to build momentum. It will lead the long way. You keep going on, and through short term, right, it improves someone, it improves your self confidence, it improves a lot of things, and then it will slowly bring it to a long term. Someone wants to see it at long term, but to me, I think you break down the long term into short term, and each short term success will carry on, and people will say, "Oh, it's a long term success." But to me, I think if you break down long term to short term, right, that's what really contributes. That's what really important. It emphasizes. It really helps that now. Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, we have one last question. So, how do you see uncertainty? Yeah.
Oh, I think uncertainty is everywhere. Honestly, it is unavoidable. The biggest uncertainty happening right now is COVID, is the pandemic. So it is impossible to say there's no such thing as uncertainty, you know. And as we keep progressing, we realize there's a lot of uncertainty. But you know, no matter how we see it, we just need to have a heart prepared. You just need to prepare, you do whatever you can do. Never put your whole egg in one basket. So yeah, always get prepared. Yeah. So I think uncertainty is everywhere. It is almost impossible to avoid. What we can do is try to learn and adapt. Yeah, that's it.
Okay. So thanks Yongtek for the answer, and then our Q&A session is coming to an end. So once again, thank you Yongtek for your time to attend this session. So your help will be much appreciated. So before end this meeting, does Dalila, do you have any questions want to ask Yongtek?
So far, no. I think it was a good sharing. Thank you, sir, for joining us. Thank you so much.
Welcome.
Okay, so yeah, thank you Yongtek. So yeah, goodbye.
Bye bye. All the best.
Bye bye. Okay.